Every day we make Birkas HaShachar, and we pointed out last week that all of the Birkas HaShachar just about are in the negative. Pokeach Ivrim, who opens the eyes of the blind. Zokev Kfufim, who straightens us out. Malbish Arumim, who clothes the naked. And we pointed out that a Mechin Mitzadik Gover seems to be an exception to that rule. It seems to be that it's not talking about something negative. I'd like to share with you another thought today to answer this question, to explain this bracha. And it's really based on a story that happened to my parents. It must have been 25, about 67 years ago. About 67 years ago, my parents were on kibbutz. They were on kibbutz in Eretz Yisrael. And my mother had walked into a minefield, what's called a stei pachim, a minefield. And the sign had fallen down. So she walked into this minefield. She was in the middle of the minefield. And my father, who was with her there on the kibbutz, noticed that she had walked in there. I don't think they had met before. And he told her, ma'am, you're in the middle of a minefield. Your life is in danger. I'm going to ask you to do as follows. Take the exact same steps that you took coming in, take them coming out. Because the fact that you stepped on those places before and you're not stepping on them now, and you could, that shows that there's no mines over there. So that's what she did. She took the exact same steps coming out. She took steps coming in, and Baruch Hashem, her life was saved. And Baruch Hashem, that's why I'm alive today. Perhaps I should go back to that minefield and make the bracha of Shas Lineis Makom Hazeh. If I knew where it was, maybe I would go over there. We see from here, and from many, many other examples, that every single step that a person takes in life is potentially dangerous. Right? Now, certainly when you walk into a minefield and you don't know it's a minefield, those are potentially dangerous steps. But every single step that we take is potentially dangerous. I know myself, I just had an operation on my ACL, and they told me, the slightest wrong move, you twist your leg in the wrong way, you're going to need to do the operation again. Since then, I've been walking very, very carefully, every single step, and it's imbued within me that how much we have to thank Hashem for every single step we take, because a person never knows what they're going to step on and what dangers might be in store for them. There's a story about Rabbi Tzion Brook. He was the Rosh Yeshiva of Nevardik Yeshiva. It was during the war here in Eretz Yisrael, I believe it was in 1967, that there was threats of, it was the middle of a war, and he saw that people were going to work. He said, if people are going to work, then I'm going to go to yeshiva. Yeah? And he went, and he stepped on it. I believe he stepped on a grenade, and his foot was badly injured. Baruch Hashem, he didn't die. And we see, right? We see that every single step that a person can take is potentially dangerous, right? Every single step. All a person has to do is twist their leg in the wrong way. The ground could give underneath them. Rosh Shlomo Brevda Zatzal writes that he was walking in Bnei Brak, and he stopped suddenly, and he realized he was about to fall off of a major cliff. Yeah? If he would have taken one more step, he probably would not have been alive afterwards. And it's just another example of how Hashem is mechin mitzadik gever. Every single step that we take, Hashem has complete control over it, and He guides it. Right? We said previously in the shir the story of two people who are going to catch a boat, and one of them stepped on a thorn. He hurt his leg very badly. He was not able to catch the boat. He was mecharef u'megadef. He cursed Hashem. He heard 3 days later that the boat sank, and he was praising Hashem ad Hashemayim. On this Gemara, the Gemara says, right, Osiniflos levado kilam vasto. Hashem is doing miracles on a regular basis. Every single day, Hashem is saving us from dangers that we don't even know about. Things that we could have stepped on that could have been potentially harmful and dangerous steps that we could have taken. It could be also that we were supposed to go somewhere and we didn't go that way. We missed a bus, we missed a train, an appointment was canceled. Something happened to us. We were guided in a certain way and we didn't get to our destination, right? Every single time that we don't go somewhere, something is thwarted for some reason, we should never complain about it. Because Hamechin Mitzadi Gover. We should know that all the steps of man are directed by Hashem. And the Baal Shem Tov says that if a person is going on a journey, never discourage him, because Hashem takes people in all sorts of journey through life. Our whole life is really a journey through this world, and Hashem prepares every single step. The more cognizant that we are that our steps are guided by Hashem, the more we'll appreciate this great, great chesed that Hashem does for us. So now we can have a little bit more depth. Every morning we make the bracha, Hamichin Mitzadi Gover, right? What are we coming to exclude here, right? Just like Pokeach Ivrim, the blind, we were talking about the blind, we're talking about the naked, we're talking about the bent, right? When we talk about Hamichin Mitzadi Gover, we're coming to thank Hashem for all the types of steps that we could have taken in life, which would have been dangerous, all the moves, all the positions, all the traveling, and all the destinations which we're meant to reach, that we reached, and that we weren't meant to reach, that we didn't reach, right? All of these things are included in the bracha of Hamichin Mitzadi Gover. No matter where you go, there you are. No matter where you're traveling to in life, Hashem is directing you and guiding you. And remember that. Remember when in your destination, in your journey through life, that Hashem is the one who's directing your footsteps. When you remember that, so if you have difficulties, if you're in a traffic jam, realize this Hamichin Mitzadi Gover, right? If you get a thorn in your foot, you have some sort of pain in your foot, you have to not go, you have to cancel a journey for whatever reason. Yeah? Remember that it's Hashem is Mechin Mitzadi Gover. Hashem should help each and every one of us. He should guide our footsteps. He should guide them to the proper destination. He should help each and every one of us to excel in every single step we take. If you have not yet donated to Any Time, time is running out. The campaign will soon be over. Maybe it is already. And you can get for $85 a month, I will daven passionately 40 days in the coastal. Just write to me at dytravis613@gmail.com. And I hope everyone has brachas, hatzlachas, yeshuas, amen,